Howdy folks, my name is Nick Tomecek. I'm the digital editor here at the Northwest Florida Daily News. As you guys are settling into your 9 to 5s at work, I wanted to give you guys a few updates on Hurricane Irma and also some of the other tropical activity going on out there in the Atlantic and in the Gulf of Mexico. I'm sure a lot of folks have been watching the Weather Channel this morning, but I wanted to give you guys some updates that we have, some news on our stories on our website. This is just a quick rundown, so as you guys are joining us, feel free to comment and post anything that you feel is important to tell other folks out there as Hurricane Irma approaches Florida. There has already been a rush for gasoline, water, that sort of things along the Emerald Coast here, people preparing. Local officials are saying not to panic, however, but to be prepared. I'm going to read a few things. Irma is one of only 5 Atlantic hurricanes in history to have winds of 185 miles an hour. This is a big storm, powerful storm. This is a real storm. It's not to be taken lightly. Only one, Hurricane Allen in 1980, had higher winds of 190 miles an hour. Thanks for joining us, Jessica and Anita. Good morning to you guys. The eye of Hurricane Irma passed over Barbuda around 1:47 this morning. And the U.S. National Weather Service said with 185-mile winds and gusts of up to 225 miles an hour. By this weekend, Irma's forecast to turn north around a high-pressure ridge across the Atlantic Ocean. Though things can always change as the storm nears the U.S. mainland, and so it's kind of a wait and see, be prepared, that sort of thing. What can we expect here in Northwest Florida is still unknown, but this is a Category 5 storm, and it's likely to impact the entire state. And knowing that, the Florida governor has lifted the tolls, so the Mid-Bay Bridge should have tolls lifted. They are every county in the state of Florida has been declared a state of emergency. Locally in Okaloosa County, the Director of Public Safety, Alvin Henderson, said they've been doing daily morning briefings with hurricane authorities as well as the county commissioners on the status of Irma. He said, though, the impact of Irma is uncertain and officials won't know the trajectory of the hurricane until Thursday night at the earliest. So everybody's locally here is monitoring this thing. Thanks for your concerns, everybody. Yes, all of you that are not around this area. We will have mandatory. We still don't know about evacuations. Like I said, they're doing morning briefings at the emergency centers around here, and when that time comes, they will make that call, and we will report that to you here on our Facebook page and on our website. Our website's paywall subscription has been lifted to keep you guys informed as this storm approaches. In Walton County, the Emergency Management Director, Jeff Goldberg, and Santa Rosa County Emergency Manager Director Brad Baker said their departments had also begun conducting twice daily conference calls with state agencies and had rolled out public information campaigns ahead of the storm's potential arrival. So on their Facebook pages, on their websites, of course, we at the Daily News compile all that information and bring that to you here, either live on a Facebook feed or on our website, nwfdailynews.com. The schools, as far as those of you asking about schools, we have spoken with Okaloosa County School District spokesman Henry Kelly. He sent out a statement Tuesday telling people Irma poses no immediate threat to our area, but school officials would continue monitoring the storm's projected path. So it's still kind of a wait and see, but as you guys know, this is a Cat 5 huge. Annie, did you have?
Yeah, I just talked to the Walton County Emergency Director.
Have a seat. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, Annie Blanks here. I have been doing a lot of the hurricane coverage here for the Northwest Florida Daily News, and I just got off the phone with Walton County Emergency Management Director Jeff Goldberg. And I asked him, I said, what are officials looking at right now? So today is Wednesday, and we've gotten some new models this morning, and so I asked him. And he told me that officials right now are cautiously optimistic about this hurricane, that it has The trajectory has shifted slightly to the east, but he said he is cautiously optimistic because of what happened with Hurricane Charlie several years ago when, all of the models had it going one way, and then, hi Judy, and then at the last minute it shifted the other way. So he said he is optimistic that we might not get directly hit, but he was cautious to say that, we shouldn't be, comfortable yet that it's not going to hit us because it still could. He also told me that he has not decreased his operational tempo at this time, which means that they're still making their twice daily phone calls, and they are still keeping an eye on it. They are also looking at the potential of setting up shelters for other people in the state if they might have to evacuate here, in case it does continue on that easterly track. So we might be setting up some host shelters for people who might have to evacuate here. He told me that will not be in schools, but it will be in other places that they are looking at this time. So that's the latest update that I got from Walton County. For all other hurricane news, stay tuned, and we'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Annie.
You're welcome.
Perfect. That was a nice little report from Annie on the up-to-date news about what's going on here. Should I cancel softball next week? Don't know, Brandon. I don't know. Somebody just mentioned Katia, and there are two other storms out there. There's a tropical storm, Jose, which is currently trailing the powerful Cat 5 Hurricane Irma in the Atlantic. It is expected to become a hurricane by tonight, so we'll be watching Jose as well. And then Tropical Storm Katia formed in the southwest Gulf of Mexico, and the Hurricane Center reported at a 4 a.m. post that Katia formed when winds reached 40 miles per hour with higher gusts. A tropical storm watch is expected. It'll be put in effect for portions of the Mexican state of Veracruz later on today. So the Gulf of Mexico, we have two storms coming in the Atlantic. These storms could enter the Gulf. There is one storm already in the Gulf. It seems like a crock pot for slow-moving storms in the Gulf of Mexico. But no need to panic. But however, be prepared, you guys. Make sure you guys have enough water. Be prepared for power outages as these storms approach. So we are going to update you as quickly and as we can here at the Northwest Florida Daily News. All of you guys on social media here in Northwest Florida, I encourage you to use the hashtag NWF Irma for Hurricane Irma. NWF Irma, use that hashtag on Twitter and on Instagram. We may use some of your posts, and this is social media, so share any information that you guys have. There are some gas stations that are out of gasoline already here in Northwest Florida. Shelves at Walmart yesterday were empty of water. People getting prepared. So stay tuned with us, and feel free to keep posting on this video after I finish this live feed. And stay in communication with each other. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you.